our national people.
Good afternoon. I'm Ken House, Executive Director of LÉCOLE CULINAIRE. And on behalf of the faculty and staff of our school, it is my distinct privilege to welcome you to today's commencement ceremony. I would especially like to welcome and thank our honored guest, keynote speaker, Chef Rick Farmer, our faculty and staff, and of course our graduates and their families. I'm excited to share together the culmination of our graduates' school experience, and thank you to our guests, some of whom I understand have traveled long distances to celebrate with us. This is an important event because it's here that we celebrate the achievements of our graduates. Today is the culmination of their hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. They stand before us, before you, ready to embark upon their chosen profession with great practical experience and passion to be the best at what they do. Graduates, your school is a place from which you can draw on your experiences and on your relationships as you build your future. Thank you for being a part of the LÉCOLE CULINAIRE family and for giving us the opportunity to pass along the knowledge and the skills that we have to help you realize your dreams. When I welcome new students to school, I talk with them about the importance of relationships. I encourage students to build strong relationships during their time with us. Today, graduates, I encourage you to remember the relationships that you've developed, both the friends that you've made, your classmates, as well as the instructors and the administrators you've worked with and learned from. Remember also that progress involves risk. The World Series coming up this week, as a wise coach once said, you'll never steal second base if you keep your foot on first. So remember, have courage to take risks. That courage to take risks, combined with the relationships that you've built, along with your education, your intelligence, and your energy, can equip you to succeed not just in your field, but in your life. They give you the tools you need. You have the tools you need to offer great things to the world at large. Make the most of them. Your formal education is behind you now. Don't stop learning. I hope that you'll maintain a close relationship with the school, that you'll share your new learning with us, that you'll keep us abreast of your achievements, that you'll come back and talk with new students about where your career has taken you and the things that you've learned since leaving school. You will always be part of the LÉCOLE family, and we are very proud of you. Graduation signifies the beginning of what can be the most rewarding stage of your life. On behalf of the entire LÉCOLE CULINAIRE family, congratulations.
I'm not sitting at this to her phone. Leave me alone.
Good afternoon. I'm Chef Charlie Donaldson. I'm a program director here, and it is my honor and privilege to introduce the guest speaker today, Chef Rick Farmer. Chef Farmer has worked in the industry for about over 40 years or more. And he started his culinary journey in the city of New York, where he learned under some great chefs. He continued on and went to Europe, where he learned under extremely good chefs and worked at a particular Michelin-starred restaurant, Côte d'Or. At that time, He learned a lot about the intricacies and the intimacy of food and cooking and how they paired together. And this is where he started. He learned that journey, came back to Memphis in 1994 and opened up Jared's Restaurant. Many of you know in the East Memphis, where the Commercial Appeal nominated his restaurant for 15 years consecutively at the top 10 list. So yes, very good. In 2010, Chef Farmer joined the LÉCOLE family. Many of you all don't know this, but if you all come in our restaurant, it seats 64 people. Chef Farmer had the restaurant so packed every day that we literally turned tables. So not only did we cover the 64, but we were well into the 80s every single lunch period. So, and it has not been like that since. So we're, that's just a great thing. Since then, due to his greatness, everyone wants that same thing. So in 2012, St. Jude came and they stole him away from us. And he has been there ever since. And he is the executive chef at St. Jude's Research Hospital. He intimately works with a lot of patients and families, where he continues to teach and learn about cultures and cuisines throughout the world. So please join me in welcoming Chef Rick Farmer.
Thank you, Charlie. It's a huge pleasure to be here and a huge honor. And this is you guys' day. I want to start out by saying that I'm speaking to you guys. This is a huge thing. It's a great honor. I'm very humbled to be speaking to you. Thanks to Chef Donaldson and Chef Thomas, who couldn't be here today, for inviting me here. As Charlie said, I had the good fortune of working at LÉCOLE after I closed my restaurant of 16 years. So I know exactly what you've accomplished. It's no small feat. For some of you, you're the first in your family to graduate from college. And for that, my hat is off to you, truly. As big as this accomplishment is, it's important for you to realize that school has given you the basics, the basic foundation you need to become a successful chef. The rest is up to you, and I don't want to discourage you in any way, but, going to culinary school alone does not make you a chef. I'm sure you've heard this before, but it's very important. You have to pay some dues in order to earn that title. My advice to you is to find a chef mentor, or 3 or 4, from as many, restaurants, clubs, hospitals, hotels, anything you can find, and soak up as much knowledge as you can before seeking that chef de cuisine or executive chef position. Be ready for it. Always remember the basics. Hot food hot, cold food cold. Now, that seems obvious, but what an important thing. School's taught you the fundamentals. It's now your job to perfect these skills and broaden your knowledge. Respect from your staff is vital. Treat your teammates, fellow employees, as you would like to be treated. Treat everyone thoughtfully and with respect, and they'll do the same for you. Talk about TV. TV's done a lot to bring the culinary world to the forefront in households. It makes it appear glamorous and fun, and it is fun, but the reality is it's a lot of hard work. Long days and nights, hot kitchens, and shortages. The real world is not the way Gordon Ramsay represents it in Hell's Kitchen. Someone who makes you want to work hard for the team. Not someone who chases people away through verbal and physical abuse. The days of cussing and slamming things around are over. In order to earn respect, you You have to be able to do everything in the kitchen better than everyone else. Only then will you have people that really want to contribute to the team. And notice I said team. Successful restaurant or culinary department is not run by any one person. You have to develop a team, and that team is only as strong as its weakest link. Surround yourself with quality people and train, and train some more. Always be hungry for knowledge and learn that next skill. You have to want to be good at what you do and care about what you do. Taste everything all the time. Always strive for excellence, like Thomas Keller said. We can never be perfect, but we can always strive for excellence. So what does it mean to be a chef? Think about it. Chef's a term of authority and respect that comes from years of trial and error, mostly error, and learning from those mistakes. It's building a taste library in your brain and learning how to substitute ingredients on the fly. A successful chef has to be a great cook, a manager, a teacher, a coach, a plumber, an electrician, a bookkeeper, but first and foremost, a master problem solver. When something goes wrong, who will your cooks and servers turn to? You. When someone calls in sick, who's ultimately responsible for the shift? You. And who's going to work that shift? Sometimes you. When Murphy's Law pokes its head up, and it will, it's you who has to deal with it. The show must go on no matter what. You must learn to be hyper-observant. What do I mean by that? That means to be constantly watching and listening to everything that's going on around you. Sometimes my employees think I must have eyes in the back of my head because I always know what's going on. Listen for the sounds of problems with equipment. Train your sense of smell. Cooked foods smell different from raw foods. There's nothing in the world that sounds like an egg frying in a pan. I can usually stand at one end of my kitchen and tell which menu we're on simply by the sights and the smells and sounds going on around me. And another thing I really want you to think about, keep in mind what this is all about. We have chosen a career in hospitality. Think about what that means for a minute, hospitality. True hospitality comes from the heart. Serving people, making them feel special. That's what we're put here for. To love and take care of each other. When we can create that feeling within our customers, we have shown true hospitality. That's a very honorable, noble thing. People might come to a restaurant or club 1 or 2 times because the food tastes good. But what brings them back and makes them lifetime customers is personal connection and feeling that you give them when they come. This is a profession that you truly have to love to be good at. We're able to receive a paycheck because customers buy what we produce. Hopefully, we take a simple, humble ingredient and using knowledge and skill, transform that simple item into a thing of beauty and serve it to our guests in a memorable way. Your decision to work in food service is an acceptance of this dedication to a life of hospitality and service. Get used to that idea, because if you don't have it in you, or if you don't like it, it's too hard. There's easier ways to make a living, let's face it. And it won't feel genuine to your guests. If you're not a server of those guests directly, make sure you take good care of the folks that do serve them directly. They directly communicate your passion to the customer. There's no back of the house against the front of the house, which I've seen my whole career. Throw that stuff out the window. We're a team. But as executive chef at St. Jude, my team and I are responsible for serving about 2,800 guests a meal period. That's lunch. I supervise a staff of about 80, plan and write rotating menus,
for all the different stations in the K-Cafe, but most importantly, we take care of sick kids. Sometimes in order to get a sick kid to eat something during chemotherapy or other treatment, sometimes they'll go a week, 10 days without wanting to eat. We have to try and get them to eat. You know, whether it's going to talk to mom or grandma about a recipe, something that, what would they really, really like to eat? When nothing tastes good to them. We have to go a little beyond our own daily duties. Here's a brief look at what that might look like. We've got a little video. St. Jude certainly gives new meaning to what good food is about. Food means comfort, means comfort.